Hey, it's Jon Le Tocq here from the Stormforce Fitness Academy here in Guernsey. Just giving you an introduction to the Fat Loss Solutions Discovery Day, which is coming up on Saturday the 13th of October. Just to give you an idea about who I am, if you don't know who I am from the Guernsey Fitness Camp, or if you haven't been involved with Stormforce Fitness yet, basically my life is one big experiment. So I set myself a challenge. In this photo you can see it was a muscle building challenge. I figure out the best ways to get results and then go out and try the system. If it works, we then pass it on to our clients and team members. I've also done other stuff like cycling across America. We went from Washington DC all the way across to San Diego. That was about 3,300 miles, so obviously a very different challenge. This was me taking part in the Tough Guy event, which is a pretty horrible sort of cross-country endurance event. And at the moment I am working on going from having never done Muay Thai, form of Thai kickboxing, to actually winning a fight next year. So you can see that very different goals, but the point is that it's all based on following a formula, following a system, and just putting it into place step by step. And that's exactly what we're going to give to you at the Fat Loss Solutions Discovery Day. It's going to be a system including mindset, nutrition, and training. You can just put in step by step, follow the blueprint, and you get fantastic results. So these results have, or these methods, these principles have already been featured in different books like The Fit Formula and Total Body Breakthroughs, and these got to number 5 and number 6 on the Amazon bestseller list. So you know this stuff works, and not just in our local area, but this stuff's been used right across the world. So let me just say before we get into this day is not for you if you're going to have lots of buts. We get a lot of people coming to us for help, coming for advice. They've seen other people getting fantastic results, and rightly so, they want a piece of the action, which is great, but it doesn't work if you're going to come and take our nutrition plans and our training programs and then kind of do it and merge it with what you're already doing. So when we ask you, have you been following the system? You say, yes, but I've also been doing 4 hours of Zumba or 5 spinning classes a week, or well, I'd kind of follow the nutrition system, but I've still been eating this, and this. You're not following the system, you're not going to get the results. And quite honestly, it's very frustrating if people aren't following the system just because we know it works. And if you just put the plan into place, it will work. So if you're going to keep asking questions and then not actually put into practice what we've advised you to do based on what we've already proven, then this really isn't for you. It's not for you if you're going to keep making up excuses afterwards. We're going to give you everything you need at the Discovery Day to get fantastic results. But if you're going to keep looking for reasons why you can't do it, using the kids as an excuse, or other family members, or work, or whatever excuses you see in front of you right now, then again, this really isn't for you. We're going to work on the mindset. We're going to look at how you can see your life very differently. You don't need any big changes in your life. Sometimes you just need to see it a little bit differently. We're going to show you how to do that. But if you're going to constantly look for the excuses so that it takes the pressure off you because you feel then you've got a reason to not do it, then again, this isn't for you. It's not for you if you just want confirmation of what you're already doing. If you hope to if you're not getting results and you hope to come to the day and we'll say to you, yes, actually what you're doing is okay, keep doing it and it will work, then this isn't for you. Because if you're not getting results now and you've been doing it for a few weeks or months or years, it's not going to work just by continuing to try and do the same thing. There's a reason it hasn't worked, so there will be things you need to do differently. This isn't for you if you're a head nodder or an information gatherer, whatever you want to call it. A lot of people seem to have a lot of their own knowledge when it comes to health and fat loss, and yet they're still overweight, they still have really poor skin, they haven't got very good energy levels, and it's because they gather a lot of information, they watch videos, they buy DVDs, they buy lots of books, and they nod their head a lot and say, yeah, that makes sense, yeah, all very good, but they never actually do anything. Okay, so this isn't for you if you're not going to go away and actually act on what we tell you. It's not for you if you want a single magic thing. So if you think you're going to walk in and everybody's going to get given this perfect, amazing training program that's totally secret and nobody else in the world has access to, that's not going to happen. Similarly, if you think we're going to tell you there's one supplement or pill to take and that will solve all your problems, it's not going to happen. What we are going to give you is a full package, a comprehensive plan. You're going to love it because it's very simple. We made things as simple as possible and you can just go away and implement it. But it's not going to be one single thing where we just click your fingers and it works for you. And finally, this isn't for you if you're content with gym entertainment. And by gym entertainment, I mean you go to the gym to fill time. It's something to do 3 or 4 times a week, and you hope that you just have a bit of a laugh. It's a bit of a social. You see some friends there. You might meet some new people. That's great. If that's what you want to do, then that's fine. But we're going to show you how to get results. And that doesn't mean you're not going to make friends. It's not going to be enjoyable. It will, particularly the results. Okay, you're going to absolutely love what we've got for you because it's different. Again, there'll be a lot of variety. Quite honestly, you're going to wonder what you've been doing for the last couple of years in the gym. Okay, so if any of those apply to you, then I'm afraid this isn't for you. And I say that just to save you time, to save you effort and money. You know, don't do it if you're going to constantly keep the brakes on yourself. And let me just say, it's not your fault if you do think like that. It's really not your fault. There's a lot of misinformation out there. You get bombarded with it by big, powerful companies. A lot of these companies that sponsor the Olympics are some of the most health-destroying companies that are actually on the planet. It's not your fault. You know, we do get bombarded with a lot of stuff on TV, magazines, from people at work trying to tell you what you should be doing because they read it somewhere. It's difficult. It's not your fault, and I totally understand that. But like I said, you're going to love what I'm going to show you to make it right. We're going to make this work for you, and life's going to be very different going forward from here. So how's this day going to work? Is it just a random collection of programs and diets? No, not at all. What I'm going to give to you is a method, or lots of different methods which link into each other. It's a process which you get one part right, the next bit's right, the next bit after that's right. It all works together. So the first thing is going to be the fat loss mindset. Most people don't lose fat because their mindset's all wrong. They think they can just go and get the program that promises great results in the magazine and we'll put it together with this diet because some celebrity's doing it. You merge them together and nothing happens. You wonder, why don't I look great? And it's because you're not in the right mindset. You're not really doing it properly. You're kind of doing it half-heartedly. You're following the nutrition plan, but still going out for lunch 2-3 times a week, or getting drunk off your face once a week or more. It doesn't work. So we're going to get you onto the Get What You Want blueprint. It literally does what it says on the tin. It's 6 stages to help break down exactly what your goals are. So it's going to be more than I want to lose weight and tone up. We're going to really get you dialed in as to what you want to achieve, and that's going to make everything a lot simpler. I'm going to make completing your goals the norm, not a surprise. You know, if you complete something, you're like, oh, well, I don't normally achieve stuff like this. I want it to be the norm. I want every week, every month, every year, you're just doing amazing stuff because your mindset's in the right place. We're going to work on your mind so you're more aware of your subconscious and why you're stopping yourself. It's very easy to blame other people, blame your job, blame the kids, blame the dog. The truth is that we've seen great results from people from every walk of life. People with 2 or 3 kids, people with very stressful jobs. You're not in any worse situation than them, other than that you're stopping yourself because you're not aware of how your subconscious brain is programmed, and you're literally keeping the brakes on your results. We're going to make you aware of what's going on in your brain and obviously show you how you can actually make it into a positive. And part of that is decluttering your brain and your life. So getting rid of the misinformation, stop reading certain things, get a lot more focused on 1 or 2 particular goals at a time. You're going to look at how certain people in your life will clutter things up and they confuse things, and you're going to be so much more clear. You're going to have a lot of clarity as to how you can get amazing results. We're going to look at nutrition for fat loss as well. Obviously, a lot of people talk about diets. I don't like the word diet because it's come to have a meaning of I'm going to have to deprive myself, I'm going to be starving myself. It's all about not eating this and not eating that. And we're actually going to look at how you can see healthy eating as a reward, and again make it very simple as well. We don't want you counting calories and measuring this and counting points for that. It's actually a lot simpler than that and gets better results. So the truth is that the reason you carry fat are very complex. there's a lot going on in your body in terms of stress and hormones and everything else, and we're going to cover that. But the truth is that I know you want this to be simple. I want you to be able to just implement this into your life and still have fun, but see your body transform. So we're going to give you solutions that are very simple. So I'm going to show you why everything's very complex and what actually goes on within your body, but then you don't really need to know that stuff. It's just so you're aware of what's going on, and then you just implement these solutions, which are really simple. I'm going to stop you being a slave to food. Most people are slaves to food. Either they think they have to be eating 6 times a day. I've got to be eating at 3-hour intervals. I have to. Every time we get stressed, we react and we go and buy certain foods. Food controls a lot of people's lives. And I'm going to show you how you don't have to be a slave to food. And again, it really links back to the mindset. And most of all, we're going to help you stop the battles and win the war. In other words, stop battling against food. Stop battling against your own mind. Stop battling other people. I'm going to show you how to stop all of this. Make life a lot more peaceful. Make yourself a lot happier. Make nutrition really easy to follow. And you'll win the war on being overweight or not looking the way you want to look. And then of course that brings us onto the exercise side of things, and you'll see that I've left this last, and that's the way it's going to work on the day when we're actually going to give you some sample sessions so you can see what we do to get fantastic fat loss results. The reason we do it last is because if you don't get your mindset in the right place, your nutrition's not up to scratch, you're going to get frustrated with the exercise, because you might be doing 3-4 hours a week and genuinely working hard, and you're wondering, why am I not changing? I'm doing the same program as my friend who looks really good. Why do I not look the same? And the reason is because you're not eating properly and your mindset's not in the right place. Okay, so you're stressed. Stress, one of the biggest contributors to disease and obesity. So the focus will be on quality over quantity. Quite honestly, I am impatient as hell. I like things to be done as fast as possible, whether that's in business or getting my own results. So we're going to show you how you can get the highest quality exercise done depending on you as an individual. Again, quality is quality, but the actual structure of it is going to be very different for, say, myself doing Muay Thai training, or a lady who's not exercised for 20 years and coming into it as a beginner. So we're going to show you how you personally can experience very high quality in your exercise time. So it's going to be very time efficient, and it means you won't be doing more than you have to be doing. You won't need to be in the gym for 2 hours a day. You won't need to be going to the gym every day. You know, it's a pain in the ass, quite frankly. If that's not what you want to do and you just want to do the minimum and get the results, we're going to show you how to do it. So what's going to work best and what's going to work fastest? Let's not do the stuff that doesn't matter. To be honest, most people who do go to the gym, 80% of what they're doing is a waste of time. If they just did the other 20% really well, they get just as good results, if not better. We're also going to show you the importance of support as well, in terms of trying to do this on your own and hide things. A lot of people don't like others to know that they're exercising or following a nutrition plan. We're going to show you the importance of support and how you can actually bring people around so that they actually help you. And there's a sneaky little part of the day which I'm going to talk to you about in a minute, which will really drum that home to you. So if you're still questioning whether the Fat Loss Solutions Discovery Day is for you, then let me ask you a few questions. You should definitely be there if you feel lost, alone, frustrated and confused. I think we've all been there. I've certainly been there in terms of achieving my own goals. I've not really had a problem with body fat. That's the way my body type is, but I've seen it from clients in England, clients in Guernsey, from the people I work with across the world. It's very easy to feel lost, alone, frustrated and confused. You've tried different things, you're confused because one person says you should eat this, one person says you shouldn't, yet they both seem to get good results. You feel lost because you're getting up in the morning, you're on your own, you're looking in the mirror, getting down on yourself, you then don't want to talk to people, you can become apart from social situations, you feel alone, you don't know who to talk to. If that's you, then you've got to be there, because I'm going to eliminate all of that for you, or at least greatly reduce it and help you build on from the day. If you tried everything, I'll put everything in inverted commas, because if you haven't got the results that you want, then you haven't tried everything, because the formula I'm going to give you works. So if you haven't got the results, then you obviously haven't tried what we're going to give you. if you want to help yourself and your family live longer. There's a lot of, obviously we're talking about fat loss, but it's a means to an end. It's getting you healthy, it's making you look good, it's helping you enjoy your life. So we want you enjoying your life, but we also want that to last for an extra 10, 20 years because you've got your body in a clean state, a healthy state, and you're not routinely abusing yourself. And obviously you can pass this on to your family. If you've got children, then now is the time to start getting these messages across to them as well, if you want them to kind of live a healthy life and be successful themselves. If you want a flat stomach, and guys, if you want to get rid of the moobs, girls, if you want to get rid of those bingo wings, then this is the thing for you. We're going to show you how to just put simple solutions into your lifestyle, and that will help balance your hormones. Once we balance your hormones, then all the excess body fat disappears. So we're going to show you that. If you want to be that guy or that girl, I'm sure you can all think of that guy or that girl that you would like to look like. They seem to be full of beans, they're bouncy, they look great, people give them the compliments. If you want to be that person who gets noticed and gets respected and seems to be at the front of the queue for everything, promotions and get the members of the opposite sex, whatever it might be, if you want to be that person, then this is where you need to start. Getting your mindset right, the nutrition right, and the training right, your life's going to change. And finally, if you just know that this isn't how it's meant to be, if you know that there's more to your life, there's more out there for you, then come to the Fat Loss Solutions Discovery Day. We're going to not just get you in great shape physically, but we're going to help change you mentally as well. So you're in a much better place and you're going to start enjoying life a lot more and actually feel happy, feel confident. That's what this is all about. Because no matter what you think, you don't just want to lose weight and tone up. You want to do it for a reason, and we're going to help you break that down and find that reason for yourself. Because my reasons for training are going to be different to yours. Yours are going to be different to your cousins. Everybody's different, and it's a good thing. That's how the world works. But it starts by getting healthy and getting in great physical shape, because then you have the potential to do a hell of a lot more. So if any of those apply to you, then you should definitely be there on the day. Grab yourself a seat, and I'll be delighted to show you kind of what you need to be doing. So let me just show you what's actually possible. I've shown you how the kind of stuff I do for myself, but you might be thinking, yeah, but I'm a 50-year-old lady, I'm a 40-year-old middle-aged guy going through that kind of time of life. Well, let me show you Jane first of all. Jane is 59 now. She came to us having not done any proper exercise ever. And this is what she achieved in 5 or 6 months. She's a lot healthier. She feels amazing, and hopefully I'm sure Jane will be there on the day, at least for a part of the time. And maybe you can speak to her and just see how much happier she is now. She's always out walking. She just feels amazing. She's got more energy to spend with the grandkids, and it's all happened by getting herself in shape. But again, getting in shape was a means to an end. So if you're in that kind of age bracket and you're thinking, "Oh, I'm too old now," please don't. This is for you. The other end of the scale, we've got Dave here. Dave did this, I believe it was in about 7 or 8 weeks. Now, that's how fast you can transform yourself. Looks a lot healthier, looks so much stronger, looks younger, more energetic. He just looks really good. And Dave actually went on to fight in the cage fighting night a few weeks ago. Again, most of you probably have no interest in that whatsoever, but the point is just how fast these systems work. And it wasn't the fighting that did it, it was following the exercise sessions we gave Dave and following the nutrition as well, just like Jane did. Hannah, some of you girls out there get put under a lot of pressure in terms of you want to look like the models, you think you need to be a size 0, you're out partying all the time. Well, let me tell you, Hannah likes a party, she's a really fun girl, got fantastic results. How? She followed the nutrition plan 90-95% of the time. She did the exercise consistently. She didn't need any great knowledge, she just followed the formula that I gave her to follow. And Russ here, I believe he's around 30, 31 now, maybe a little bit older. Again, was very overweight, started doing the fitness camps, started following the exercise plans, and he followed the nutrition. The same nutrition that Hannah followed, the same nutrition that Jane followed, the same nutrition that Dave followed. Hopefully you can see a pattern here. They didn't ask questions, they just followed the formula. There it is, there's a great results. You can see what Russ did. I think this was again, that was about 7 or 8 weeks, maybe slightly longer. But certainly no more than 3 months. You can see the change just by putting stuff into practice. Okay, so when's this all happening? Well, it's going to be Saturday the 13th of October 2012, 9 o'clock until 6 o'clock. So we're going to have various little seminars that we'll have breaks in between. So we'll do one seminar, have a little breather so you can get your mind around that stuff, into the next seminar, and they're all going to lead onto the next one. So we've only got 3 or 4 seminars on mindset and nutrition, and then in the afternoon we're going to show you some of the ways we do the exercise programs, how it feels, how it's different to what maybe you're doing in the gym, and then you'll be finished at 6 o'clock. But don't tell anyone, we're actually quite good fun as well. So we're going to be having a cheeky party in the evening, so you can meet some of the people who are already on the camps, and you can see that they're just like you. You know, they're real people. They've got jobs and kids and all the problems you've got, but they're following our plans and getting great results. So we'll have a little party in the evening. You don't have to come to the party, but you're going to see why being part of something, being part of a group that wants you to get results, is massively important. So what I want you to do is check out the schedule for the Fat Loss Solutions Discovery Day, see how comprehensive it is, and to do that you just need to go to stormforcefitness.com/solutions. You'll find all the details there. Just have a quick browse of the website. You can have another look at the testimonial photos and get booked on straight away. There are limited seats. Once the seats have gone, we can't get any more people in, so you need to get booked on as soon as you can. Don't leave it till the last minute and then email us saying, oh, I really want to come but I forgot to book on. Do it now. Once the space is gone, that's it, they're gone. So I hope this has given you a good insight, got you excited about the day. We're going to be bringing our A game and giving you everything we can to change your life from here on in, and I hope to see you there on the day.